Mrs. Meeker's second 6 weeks test. For questions 1 through 12, match the letter of the correct step of the design process to the descriptions below. The letters may be used more than once. Number 1. In which step of design process do you compare the various ideas and select the best approach? Number 2. Which step of the design process involves communicating the results of your tests? Number 3. If your initial design doesn't fully solve the problem or meet the challenge, you must go back and revise your plan. This is part of which step in the design process? Number 4. What is the step in the design process where you identify a problem or need that exists? Number 5. A small group of people start sharing ideas. Some ideas may seem silly, but all suggestions are written down for further consideration. This activity is part of which step of the design process? Number 6. During which step of the design process do you experiment with the prototype under controlled conditions and collect or record data? Number 7. In which step of the design process would the designer review the design criteria and make adjustments to the original plan if necessary? In this step, the designer would also update the documentation of the final solution. Number 8. In which step of the design process would you give an oral presentation with visual aids such as a slideshow, a model, or a prototype? Number 9. The only way to know if a design will work in a real-world condition is to build a model or prototype based on the plan. This is part of which step in the design process? Number 10. During which step of the design process would the specific constraints or requirements of the challenge be identified? Number 11. It is important to sketch detailed drawings, blueprints, and ask for feedback. This happens during which step of the design process? Number 12. In which step of the design process would you discuss questions such as, has the challenge been met before? If so, how? If not, why not? What additional information is needed to meet the challenge? Number 13. In engineering, the design process begins when A. An engineer gathers information about an existing product. B. A design team comes up with ideas for a new product. C. An engineer identifies the need for a solution to a problem. 14. In science, you first form a hypothesis. In engineering, you first A. Build a prototype. B. Define a problem. C. Identify criteria. Number 15. Which of the following best defines the word constraint? A. Restriction. B. Opportunity. C. Option. Number 16. A prototype is a model that A. Looks exactly like the final solution will but doesn't function. B. Is constructed with the exact same materials as the final solution. C. Functions in exactly the same way the final solution would. 17. When finding the solution to an engineering design problem, there is or usually A. Only one possible correct solution. B. A very limited number of possible correct solutions. C. Many possible correct solutions. Number 18. A team of engineers is asked to design a scooter for less than $20. They decide that they will use only recycled materials. Which of the following is the team's constraint? A. Designed to appeal to children. B. Made out of recycled materials. C. Cost less than $20 to produce. 19. Before releasing a new video game, the creator gives the game to 300 people who provide feedback about the game. What part of the design process does this scenario describe? A. Testing and evaluation. B. Choosing a solution. C. Building a prototype. Number 20. Maya presented an idea for recycling empty water bottles to her principal. If she followed the engineering design process, what was the first step in developing her idea? A, communicating the results of her research. B, developing a prototype she wanted to make. C, identifying the specific problem she wanted to solve. 21. In order to develop ideas for a new tennis racket, a design team visits 3 different sporting goods stores. What part of the design process is this? A, create a model. B, research and generate ideas. C, select an approach. For questions 22 through 29, match the correct step of the engineering design process to the correct procedure in that step. A is build a model or prototype. B is test the prototype and analyze the results. C, revise the plan. D, communicate your results. E, a set of steps that an engineer follows to solve a problem or meet a need. F, define the problem or need. G, brainstorm ideas and multiple solutions to the problem. H, draw a detailed sketch or blueprint. Number 22 is improve. Number 23, sorry, my light went off. 23 is create. 24 is engineering, design process. 25 is plan. 26 is test and evaluate. 27 is imagine. 28 is share solution. And 29 is ask. For 30 through 35, match the correct term with correct definition of that term. A is knowing who you are in regards to your personality and character. B, a strong feeling and enthusiasm about something you love. C, a mindset that is needed to keep you doing something you might not think you can. D, the ability to do something that scares you. E, being able to form a picture in your mind of something you have never seen before. F, wanting to know how something works or to know more about something. Number 30 is imagination. 31 is perseverance. 32 is passion. 33 is self-awareness. 34 is courage. And 35 is curiosity.